I completely agree.
Yeah.
And another point that I want to bring up is, and that I saw a lot, was that this march was because Trump was elected. And it's not purely just because he was elected, it's not purely because he was inaugurated. It wasn't anything specifically about him. It was the rhetoric that he spread, and
the fear.
the fear that he put into a lot of people um, while he was on his campaign, and even now that he's proving to follow through with in his presidency. It was, about him being a sexist and a racist and a bigot and being xenophobic, because from what I've learned from history and learned about the Holocaust and everything like that, like, it's like a world leader always blames their country's problems on the minority. They always blame it on somebody that's different. And back in the 40s, the 30s and 20s and all that, back in the early 1900s, it was the Jewish people, and it was African Americans, and it was everyone else, and now it's Muslims. And that's, the history is just repeating itself. And I just want everyone to remember that Hitler didn't kill 6 million people by himself. He created a movement with the way he led that country, and he rose to power with the hatred and the violence that he spewed from his mouth. And Trump is essentially doing the same thing.
It's just scary. It's scary to some people, and for people to even express the fact that they are in fear, that's awesome, because a lot of people are scared to express and to have a voice. And I don't want him to be an awful president. I don't want this country to fail. Wanting this country to fail would be extremely unpatriotic, and it would be extremely hypocritical. I don't want anything bad to happen to this country. I want him to succeed. I really do, because I don't want any of this to happen. But when people are scared, people are going to raise their voice. And I think it's amazing that people are not letting their fear keep their voices from being heard.
That's what America is about, is being able to protest and being able to join together for one cause. And that's what the Constitution is based on. When the government is not working for the people anymore, the people have the right to overthrow it. The people have the right to challenge it. And that's exactly what these people are doing, is challenging the government, because it is no longer working for the people anymore. And regardless of what Trump said in his inauguration speech, if he was truly about the people, if he was truly about America first, then there wouldn't still be people out in South Dakota fighting against the Access Pipeline. There wouldn't be talk now that the government and Trump is pushing for the completion of that pipeline, when when Obama before him tried to stop it, and at least tried to slow it down. Yeah. And he was actually listening to the people and the protests that was going on over there, and Trump is not. And I really don't want this video to focus on him and anything and everything to do with him, but I did want to bring up some points about him, and that was probably my biggest ones, were about, just be, don't hope for his failure, but be vigilant about what's happening and what's happening around you, and be involved in your government, and
have a voice if you feel like your voice is needed. Because a lot of women felt like their voice was needed. And I've seen a lot of the propaganda. My God, did you see about Madonna?
Yeah.
That's not okay. That's not what the march was about.
No.
That was what I was talking about when I said some feel that this did more harm than good, pointing out some reckless and violent behavior. That's what I meant. There are people who took this in a connotation that it wasn't supposed to be taken in. And really all we can do now at this point is try to unify together, try to focus more on our similarities and our strengths rather than our differences and our weaknesses. And that's really all we can do as a country.
And the people that are carrying out that act in the name of feminism or anything like that, they're not true feminists. Feminism is about equality, not superiority.
Yeah.
And it's that men and women deserve to be equal, not one over the other. And so, and I feel like that's another thing that a lot of people are harping on is that, I mean, I even saw a video that was posted on Facebook about a woman saying to, like, kill all the male babies and stuff like that. And that's not feminism. That is, like, someone being crazy and being violent and wrong. But just because that one person is wrong, or the handful of people, or even, hundreds of people that may do something wrong in the name of feminism, does not lessen that movement, does not make that less valuable as a movement, and that it shouldn't be valid.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. And you shouldn't feed into any sort of negative stereotype.
And do your research. My God, like in the technical age that we're in, I mean, the research is unbound. Like
it's like a double-edged sword, though, because the research is so imminent right now, but you're going to get as much fake media as you get true media. And sometimes I don't even think true media even exists.
But that's why, you need to look for unbiased, publisher, or, unbiased news sources and unbiased people. I mean, that's the big thing. But the information is out there. The information is there. You just have to look for it. You can't step back and just let it happen. You can't, like I've kept up with, like, any new bills that have been introduced, any new laws, and everything that's coming is exactly what we knew it would be whenever he took office. It's stuff that's, against women, against minorities, against, I mean,
and I think
people that
I'm just going to have this stance about it until I'm proven wrong. But so far, I haven't really been proven wrong. And that is really scary to me personally. As a person who is battling and struggling with infertility, as a person who is currently on Medicaid, as a woman, as a fat woman, I don't want a president who seems so predominantly male focused, and just everything that I see and that I read so far, I haven't been proven wrong about any of that. And I hope that I am one day. I really do, because I don't want this to continue. I don't. Did you want to talk about the We Remember?
Yeah. I saw a video yesterday on Facebook. It was a video of a lot of the Holocaust survivors, and they were talking about the experiences they had gone through, and about how, we said never again after the Holocaust happened, but yet there are still genocides going on today all over the world, including Syria. Yeah. And it was a movement that, they wanted everybody to talk about. We remember. They wanted to bring awareness to this campaign, to show that, this is going on. It needs to be stopped. It needs to be taken care of, and that it's not, and that, what happened in the Holocaust should never happen again, but it still is. And I think another reason why this is bringing on so much awareness is that I think a lot of the people that went through that experience that are still alive today, I mean, hasn't even gone through a whole generation yet. There are still survivors that lived during this time, and they see it happening again here in America. And, I mean, if you're not going to believe us, at least believe the people that lived through the hell of the Holocaust. And so we wanted to contribute our sign to the We Remember campaign.
Yay.
So,
so that's, I think that's about it. So we asked you guys before we recorded. I asked earlier today if you would like to share your opinion on the Women's March and your thoughts. I had a couple people respond, and thank you for those who did. I think there's like 2, but I'm glad for those 2.
Yeah, because usually we get like none.
Yeah. But please let us know how you feel about it. We want to know your reasonings. If you agree with us, let us know why. If you don't agree with us, let us know why. That's what this is for. This is an opinion-based vlog where we express our opinion, and we also want yours, without any more of the shaming and argumentative. I think I want to kind of stop doing that, because I I want to be taken more seriously when I do have such a strong opinion.
And that's what we kind of talked about and agreed upon with this vlog channel. And when we started our podcast, is that, yeah, we want to be funny and we want to bring awareness to topics. But when we get serious, we want to be serious.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's Olivia. So that's our cue to in the video. So please share your thoughts, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook. I'll give all that information in the description. And that's it. Bye, guys.